Hey, if you're hearing this audio, thank you for hitting play on this video in your busy schedule. I promise to keep this short, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight into why this membership started in the first place. So there are two main reasons that this membership is launching. Number one is that I have noticed through direct therapeutic intervention, there has been a huge gap. This is why all of our direct therapy programs include consultation and ongoing support outside of sessions. This is a layer deeper where being part of this membership, you get access to this library that we use with our one-on-one families. It is information that we've been building and creating and pulling from for years at this point. It came from this concept that, as therapists, we Google, we search YouTube, we use strategies just like you would do in your daily life. And not a lot, all of these resources are either cookie cutter OT and not really applicable to what we're doing, or are more mainstream videos like meditations or tapping or vagal toning. They could be helpful, sure. But what we really wanted to integrate is this really deep understanding of sensory motor and the complexities of apraxic autism. So that's number one, is that there's been a big gap that we've realized that the resources outside of direct care um, from our team or other amazing professionals that are in this world is really limited. So we wanted to provide more resources and strategies where you can search and pull up a video and use it right there in that moment to regulate and to co-regulate with your loved one. These videos are made specifically for apraxic and autistic individuals. They could benefit anyone that listens to it, right? Anyone that reads the handouts, anyone that watches the replays. But everything in this membership is really intentionally thought through for this community. So that's number one. There was a big gap of resources. Number two is we wanted to make things more accessible. We have a wait list for our one-on-one services, and it hurts me every time I have to say that to a family, because I know how hard you all work as parents, and even clinicians and other providers that want to get support and refer. Wait lists are everywhere, and there's only so many OTs that get it, and I'm not going to just hire any OT, right? If you've spoken to me on an intro call, you know that anyone that works within Sunrise comes through a friend of a friend, and I'm really thoughtful in our hiring process. Therapists and our families are not just numbers. We're not cranking out therapy. So what do? We provide a resource library where if you're on that wait list, you can be accessing all the information that we are sharing with the families that we work with directly. If you can't access our services because you are not local, or there's time change differences, or there's financial restrictions, you have a more affordable and accessible option that you can access all of this information that we pull from. You can access previous webinars. Any conferences or live teachings that are recorded and I have access to will be added to this platform. We will be hosting guest speakers. We have all kinds of ideas that this membership is just going to flourish and evolve and grow. And we just want to be able to get this information to people in a deeper way than just short form content on social media like we've done in the past. We've gotten great feedback from those videos, but then there's a lot of DMs and questions and emails that are really hard for us to answer without having a understanding of, the individual that you are asking questions about. So the next layer of this membership that falls under the accessibility is the parent coaching, clinician coaching, practitioner coaching, whatever you fall under for title wise. Anyone that's supporting the autistic apraxic community will be able to access us as therapists through parent coaching, whether that's in virtual form, video form, through emails, through quick messages. It is a way where we could really target our energy and be really thoughtful about how we're supporting and answering those questions that we have gotten a tremendous amount from through our social media kind of boom last year. So this has been, like I said, in the works for many, many years. The content creation has been just evolving. And then as social media has evolved and short form content and video content has formed, I kind of put the brakes on it because I I felt like we were getting the information out there, which is great, and we're still going to do that. But the information was fragmented. It wasn't robust. It wasn't um, like an exchange of information and really cohesive, right? In this world, you could talk about topic A, but once you dive into topic A, you got to talk about B, C, D, E, F, and G, right? It's like if I'm going to talk about motor planning, I'm going to have to talk about sensory. If I'm talking about sensory, then I'm going to have to talk about co-regulation. Talking about co-regulation, I'm going to have to, so it's everything is so interconnected, and short form content just wasn't cutting it. So instead, we are building this cohesive library, and I'm so excited to have this accessible for anyone and everyone all over the world. I said this is going to be short. We're over 5 minutes in. So if you're still here, thank you so much. Please reach out with any questions or any even recommendations. This membership is yours just as much as it is ours, and we're building it for this community together. So thank you so much for listening, and have a beautiful rest of your day.